But seriously, like, what? Does that mean I post something spicy, meme-like, and suddenly Facebook chucks me off and suddenly I can't use the Quest, sorry? Like, I mean, this is the thing. Here at L3DI, the clue's in the name, 3D. We do virtual reality, we do augmented reality. That's our bread and butter. Like, our students learn how to make VR and AR games. We have, like, there's literally a Vive over there. We have them all over. We have VR headsets all over the place. We have the ones where you need to use the controllers. We have the ones where you can just use your hands and just grab things. It's just got the camera in there. This is what we do. You know, we buy the new stuff. And the fact that, like, you need to have a Facebook account to log in, to create an account. First of all, some people don't use Facebook. Does that mean you then can't use Oculus technology? That's shutting out a huge portion of people, like, and forcing them to have a Facebook account. And, like, if you have a Facebook account but you don't use it, like, because you don't like Facebook, you just created the account for using that, that has also been a problem, and it's not letting people log into Oculus, which is pretty bad, really. Like, you're forcing someone to have the account and then you're saying, oh no, you can't use it unless blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he also pointed out that Google have accounts, that Apple have accounts. Yes, you need to have an Apple account to use an Apple device. I know, I'm Apple. You need to have a Google account to use it. Google. I have a Google account, obviously. But the fact I don't have to have Apple saying my account has to be in, was it good standing to use Apple devices? That turn of phrase worries me. It does sound kind of like purity test-like almost. Call me paranoid. This is the internet. You're supposed to be paranoid. Come on, let's be honest. There's some weirdos out there. Like, seriously, full hats. But it bothers me. That does bother me. If you'd have just said, yeah, you need to have a Facebook, an active Facebook account, okay, you kind of go, okay, fine, but why does it have to be active? Why can't I just log in with my Google account? Why can't I just log in with, why can't I just create an Oculus account? Why does it have to be a Facebook account? I know Facebook owns Oculus. Facebook owns Oculus. Facebook owns Instagram. But I don't like big corporations having that much information. Let's be honest. I'm on social media, but no. So call me paranoid. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. But I would love to know what you guys think. Does that turn of phrase bother you? Like, go into the comments, tell me what you think. I'd love to give you guys feedback on that. Because, yeah, it sounds ominous to me. I could be paranoid, I'll admit that, I'll hold my hands up. But yeah, still. Anyway, finally, really good news for retro collectors. Analogue is actually introducing 2 new products relating to the TurboGraphx, or the core graphics, or PC Engine, depending on which region you're in. They're bringing out one called the Duo, which is an all-in-one system that will allow you to play games for the TurboGraphx 16, PC Engine, Super Graphics, TurboGraphx CD, PC Engine CD-ROM 2, Super Arcade CD-ROM 2. All in 1080p with no lag. It will play Hue cards, turbo chips, and CD-ROMs, and will work with original hardware and accessories. Also, you can use your wired controllers, but also there will be a Bluetooth wireless controller that will work with it, which is super cool. Like, I think this is awesome. It's awesome because, especially for like a turbo, like some of the CD-ROM attachments are kind of hard to find, and like we never got this over here. Like, apparently we got core graphics, but they're really, really limited release, and they're really hard to find. And the European one is really hard to find. And I never got one. I never played one. I never heard of it until I started watching things like GameSack and Game Chasers. Like, obviously, watching those channels, they talk about that. They have them, and they're so much fun. So when like the PC Engine Mini came out, I jumped on that. Like with lockdown, because originally I had ordered the Core Graphics Mini from obviously the European version. But with lockdown and all that kind of stuff, it's impossible to get. So I cancelled my order and ordered one from PC Engine Mini from Japan and had that shipped over. And that actually took less time to get here than it took for them to release the core graphics in Europe. But it's a lot of fun. I've got to admit, I have been playing games on that. I really, really like it. There's some really, really fun games. Games I never knew. There's some in English, obviously, some in Japanese. Unfortunately, I don't speak Japanese well enough to be able to play Snatcher. I would love to be able to play Snatcher in English. But there you go. But yeah, it's a really cool idea to be able to have both the CD-ROM and the Hue card option in one machine for basically $200, because that's what it is, $199, which is super, super cool. That's a really good price point, especially if you in a place where you can get this stuff. Like, I know Aaron and Ricky collect them, for the guys from Pixel Game Squad. Sorry, I should say Riff and Ricky. Sorry, dude. But yeah, like they collect those things, and they look super, super fun. And I would love to try them, but like I said, we didn't have them over here. So this could be a good way for people to get into the thing, but also for importing. Like, because if you can play all of these different games from the Japanese version to the American version and all that on the one console, that's so cool. Because no region locking means you can play games from everywhere. It will have an effect, obviously, on the price of the games, because, I mean, they're not cheap anyway, but it will up that price even more because more people will be able to get them and play them, and so therefore want them. But it's super, super cool. It's also especially really cool because it's not emulation. Unlike the Mini, which is emulation, this is actually playing the games that you own. So it's super cool. They're also bringing out what they're calling Pocket, which plays TurboGraphx, PC Engine, and SuperGraphx games portably. It's like the portable one that we had, and it's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, and obviously rechargeable ones. And that is actually, this is a really good price. According to the website, $29.99. So I'm expecting that one to sell out really quickly because that's a super good price point, and it will allow people to play these games on the go. And yeah, if you can't manage to get the all-in-one version, then you can possibly get a portable one and give that a try. And so yeah, I think that looks really cool. I love Analogue. I love what they're doing. Their quality is amazing. They make some great stuff. So it's really cool to see a company that obviously loves retro, loves the retro community, loves retro gaming, making such great quality products. As a retro gamer myself, sometimes it can be hard to get hold of original hardware. I am still trying to find a Mega CD that works. I've had people suggest, try this, and then they've all either been broken or just insanely expensive. So yeah, having these options is super, super cool. Because I don't like emulating. I do not like emulating. I want the consoles, I want the games, I want the original hardware. My living room is full of consoles. I should probably not admit to that. But yeah, like, I love collecting consoles, I love collecting games. So having modern tech options for that is super, super cool. So would love to get my hands on one if I can. I know their last device sold out super quickly. So yeah, and obviously with the PS5 coming out, I probably won't be able to afford that. But anyway, yeah, so keep your eyes on that. And that's all the information that I have for you this week. Hopefully we'll see you next week. We're looking, as I said last time, some new projects, some new ideas. We're working on a project to do with retro gaming, actually, which could actually be super interesting. So I will keep you posted on that. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, at Punky Jude, to ease. It's Punky Judester, sorry. And then on Facebook, facebook.com/PunkyJudester. Subscribe. Remember to hit sound off in the comments about your thoughts, hit like and shares with the world. Send it to the internet, as I say. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye.